Hi everyone, hello. Hi bro. How are you?
So we're all back together again, fresh still in our minds, those memories, the unbelievable highs, the unforgettable lows. And as the sides return to cross swords for the first time again, we just remind ourselves of the magic of this game. This is what it does to you. It keeps bringing you back, no matter what. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. If you have just joined, you have just missed the kickoff. Chance for a shot! Skillfully cut out, he is so at ease on the ball. Now, what about a counter-attack? Monaco have reclaimed it. Now it's Balogun.
Well, just when you think you've got Eden Hazard, Peter, he opens up another box of tricks entirely.
And that's the thrill about him, isn't it? Every time you come and watch him play, he seems to come up with more and more surprises.
Well, I mean, that's the key to the job, isn't it? Find a different way of doing the same thing, and that he basically excels at. He's fantastic. Once he comes inside, anything is possible.
Might be danger here.
Mbappe really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Lovely pass, but can he get there?
Yildiz!
it's fallen kindly here. Goal! Arsenal! Arsenal take the lead. Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
That's smart play from him, actually, Peter. That goal was all about positioning. He knew instinctively where to be should the keeper have gotten a little jittery.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. Zakaria. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. And the score is 1-0. Oh, good-looking ball. Oh, that's nice. Diatta. Oh, well cut out. No margin for error there at all. Alexander-Arnold. Palmer. Yildiz. Arsenal very much in the ascendancy and with a goal to their name. Now it's Diatta. Balogun. It's played through for him. And can he finish it? Rodri can clear it away. Yildiz proving a very adept defender. It was a good tackle too.
He's dealt with that very well, Peter. It's a real show of discipline.
Palmer gets a cross in. It's Asa! Oh, off the bar! Well, there's the clearance. Balogun.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
Now Fas. Knocks it into space. Oh, that's neat. And it's Akliouche. Now the delivery. And the ball is out of play. Now it's Hazard. Hazard will not want to lose out here, not against it. Oh, he's going to be pulled back for that one. And he's going to have his name taken.
Well, talk about being caught between a rock and a hard place. I don't think he had much choice there, although he's paid for it.
He's gone for goal. Monaco have the chance to go the other way. Nuno Mendes. Yildiz! Oh, he's been caught napping. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. And here's Mbappe. Yildiz. It's a goal kick. Arsenal looking to go into the break, 1-0 up. Now it's Balogun, played out towards the right wing. Szoboszlai threads one in. Hazard. And here's Yildiz. Big chance!
Yildiz really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
And here's Ansu Fati.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Palmer, steaming forward at pace. Yildiz. That's a good ball out wide. Great ball, and he's in here. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Teze. Voss. And the referee has signalled for half-time. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff. Any strong opinions on the first half?
Well, I think it's a case of so far, so good. The boss has clearly done his homework, and I don't think he needs to change much during the break. Now they've got the lead, they can expect more of the same in the second half.
Arsenal are 1-0 up at half-time, and it's all to play for. And we're already back up and running after half-time. Arsenal leading courtesy of the game's only goal. Shot a goal! It's a goal! And there's the goal they've been looking for.
Yeah, that's really well played, Peter. It's very, very simple. The ball through to him was just beautifully measured.
After 50 minutes is number 11, Kylian Mbappe. Kylian Mbappe. Kylian Mbappe.
Arsenal are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
You can really sense how important this goal was for them. They needed it, now they have it.
Now it's Diatta. Akliouche. Now it's Diatta. Chance to deliver. Saliba with the clearance. Szoboszlai. Yildiz. For Szoboszlai.
Arsenal are clearly enjoying a very good spell. The flow of momentum is bang in their favour.
Mbappe. It's a really well-measured ball. Mawissa. Ansu Fati. Now it's Balogun. Saliba promptly onto that, and that is that. Szoboszlai. Yildiz. And he's picked it up out wide. Great vision. It's a promising position. In towards the back stick. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. A corner it is then.
Substitutions taking place.
Monaco can now introduce the first of their substitutes.
Yeah, it was pretty clear the manager's not been getting what he wants out of his players, so a substitution was going to come. I think it could have been sooner.
Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. And it's Mendes. Now this could be a chance. Bamba. Biarritz. Shifted it to the flank. Tries to pass it through. Played in. Diatta. Caresses it through. Radetzky breathes a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on the ball.
Well, a few of his teammates are quite furious with him as they felt they were within reach, but he made nothing of it. His boss doesn't look too amused either.
Yildiz. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
That's been intercepted. Palmer has found the net here, of course. He's a sharp little ball here. Not a hint of offside here. Bamba. He's chosen to go back into the last quarter of an hour. And there's his chance to lead the counter. Diatta gets into a good position. Oh, some astute defending there. Diatta was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Soboslai, and the shot! Oh, it looked like 3-0 for sure.
Szoboszlai really must be wondering how he hasn't put them 3 up. It was a very, very decent chance.
Substitution.
So now we're going to get those changes we have been expecting. Stood up well to him there. Good take, and is he... And he shoots! And that really should have been that. And he can thump it away. And here's Yildiz. This is good pressing, they're not short on bodies. Palmer! Loose ball, and again! Relentless! Just relentless! And they are tearing the opposition apart here. Simply breathtaking stuff. And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Yeah, he showed great reactions there. Right place, right time, easy pickings.
And he's done it again. He's got his second. 3-0, and things are starting to look awfully cosy. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Now it's Minamino. Azar.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
Oh, played through for the wide man. Mbappe receives it in a wide position. Hazard gets flagged offside.
There will be 3 minutes added time.
No, again there's no way through. And the number on the board is 3. And he's managed to get free. Yildiz. Teze. Bamba. For Golovin. That's that, the end. Well, that was a tale of two very different teams. One driven, ruthless, prolific. The other quite the opposite in all of those areas. The result, a very accurate reflection of what we saw. Mbappe claiming the Man of the Match award, and there is very little room for argument. So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here, a clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. This is Peter Drury, and I'm happy to inform you that Jim Beglin has joined me to offer his expertise.
Thanks, Peter. Hello, everybody. Ready to see what unfolds in this one now.
Well, you've got to say the Nerazzurri certainly know how to create an atmosphere. 80,000 here in black and blue. The dress code is a strict one. So, Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
Well, Peter, I really like the look of this guy, Federico Di Marco. He reminds me all the time of a frustrated winger. That position didn't quite work out for him. And now, as a fullback, he can't resist any opportunity to get forward and assist with what's going on up front. He really does add an extra dimension to this attack.
Yeah, I'd have picked him too. No doubt the fans feel much the same way. Things already rolling. Konate. That's a throw. Barella. Now it's Dumfries. Thuram. Towering head. Thuram is flagged offside. Played through into space.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Thuram. Esposito. Spread to the right. And it's Azar. Nicely weighted ball. This is good pressing, they're not short on bodies. Showing good feet. And it's put. And the finish! Goal! Arsenal! Speed of thought, efficiency of movement, and certainty of outcome.
Again, that's terrific movement, Peter, and an even better pass. It's beautifully played.
Numero 10.
Inter Milan finding themselves unexpectedly behind. That has ended up in no man's land. Now that looks a decent ball. Now it's Palmer. Picked up. Chance! Mkhitaryan. So just a one early goal to report so far. And the score is 1-0. Stefan de Vrij. It's an inviting looking ball, that. Dumfries. And here's Barella. Crosses it into the area.
Well, from experience, I can tell you he'll get a lot of stick for getting that one wrong.
Rodri. Saliba. And it's Szoboszlai. Now it's Palmer. And here's Mbappe. Now it's Yildiz. And he's being shifted off it. Çalhanoğlu defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Alexander-Arnold cuts it out. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
And it's Denzel Dumfries. Hazard. Can he get on the end of this? Oh, such a clever touch. Hazard. And he's gone backward here. He's having a shot! And it's come back out to him. In again. And he's following up! And he has kept it out somehow.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Esposito.
Inter genuinely seem like a side that's confident with the quality they have out wide. They certainly like their little intricate combinations and link-ups.
Well, that's the impression I'm getting.
Yeah, I think you'll want to make sure.
Great chance! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Szoboszlai actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Defending of the desperate variety. And now they can spring out of defence. Stefan de Vrij. Inter Milan couldn't do a whole lot with it there. They could do with more sharpness in their pass. Can he finish? It's in! And this is getting better and better. They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Oh, that was beautifully done. They were ready to pounce and they were clinical when the opportunity presented itself.
So that's two now without reply.
Yeah, and you have to say that the contrast of moods are very visible now. They really fancy themselves to go and wrap things up.
Konate and Mendes. Rodri. Yildiz. Well, it just petered out. No penetration at all, having had a great deal of the ball. Dumfries, steaming forward at pace. Rodri is there, and he can get that clear. And that has left him in a heap. And he's looking at the referee, but the referee is shaking his head. Arsenal heading towards the half-time break. The wind very much in their sails. Spread it left. Well, good play on the left-hand side here. And it's Szoboszlai. Goes for goal! Arsenal can now introduce the first of their substitutes. Yildiz, who got amongst the goals, is being taken off now.
Yeah, he'll get a good ovation for his contribution. I'm not so sure why he's leaving us, though.
Big chance! Oh, that was no routine save.
Szoboszlai clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper. Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
And the shot! Arsenal have their third corner.
Ci saranno 3 minuti di
Turan
recupero.
attempts a clearance. Arsenal can, of course, make a change whenever they choose. It's a pretty loose pass. Dumfries. Shot, surely! Oh, that is a fair try. And it's half-time. Some first-half thoughts?
Well, I think things have worked out pretty well so far, Peter. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. So I think the manager has to resist change at this stage.
Arsenal are heading into the break, very happy with how it's gone so far. The second period is underway. Mkhitaryan. Barella in with the challenge. Szoboszlai. That's going wide left. Rodri. Alexander-Arnold. Mbappe in acres of space out wide. And it's Alexander-Arnold. Chance for a shot! Now, who's going to be first to this? Rodri. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Knocks it out wide. Barella. Di Marco. Mbappe. And it's Rodri. And here's Shevchenko. Alexander-Arnold receives it in a wide position. Arsenal get their fourth corner. Alexander-Arnold with the short one. Inter Milan are looking to go forward now. Arsenal with this two-goal lead. They're certainly looking much the more assured side. He's picked his way through. Mbappe. Shevchenko. Szoboszlai. And it's Shevchenko. Looking to pass their way up the pitch. Sends it crossfield. Now it's Hazard. Hazard going face-to-face with his great rival. Szoboszlai! Oh! Fantastic! Sumptuous finish, an absolute joy! And they are tearing the opposition apart here. Simply breathtaking stuff. Perfect placement, the one place the keeper couldn't reach.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
"3-0 and things are starting to look awfully cosy. Hazard. Szoboszlai being hounded, manhandled at times.
Yeah, they're certainly getting much tighter to him now. At least the message was received.
Arsenal are, of course, in a position to go to the bench should the need arise. Takes a shot! Yes! They are playing them off the park. Well, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
Welcome to the reality of modern football, Peter. You get pressed from the front and you have no time on the ball whatsoever. You can't afford to switch off for a moment.
Things looking so easy, almost too easy here.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
Mkhitaryan. Saliba producing a good steal there, showing a good level of alertness. Can he get onto this? He is through here! Dumfries tries a cross.
What a letdown when you've got such presence and movement.
Nuno Mendes, pressing high and with purpose. Hazard can so cleverly bypass the press. Just about up to 75 minutes. Çalhanoğlu. Now Martinez. Hazard gets into a good position. Not the most accurate pass. Martinez was only too happy to help out in defence.
Yeah, listen, we often get critical of a forward's tackle, but that was squeaky clean.
Well, that pass isn't the best. Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Now it's Barella. Pass somewhat off target. Nuno Mendes. Gyökeres. Pass is just off target. Mkhitaryan. he's going to be disappointed with that. Mkhitaryan. And it's Barella. And it's Denzel Dumfries. Rodri, played out to the left flank. Azar. Szoboszlai does have his name on the score sheet, of course. Now it's Azar. Azar. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Inter Milan have turned to their bench and we're going to have a substitution.
Well, for me, this was the obvious substitution. He'd become just a little jaded, and as a result of that, he was most likely to make a mistake. I think sometimes when the body becomes tired, the brain goes with it, and I think that's happened in this case.
Barella did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Plays it through. Luis Enrique picks it up out wide. That's a sharp pass. And that is that. Arsenal can look back on a nigh-on perfect performance here. A super contest in which they swept their opponent.
Lamine Yamal.
Well, what a sight this is, a beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. I'm Peter Drury, and here with me in the commentary box, I'm glad to report, is Jim Beglin.
Thanks for that, Peter, and may I say a big hello to everyone.
Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game, everyone involved is absolutely up for it. We're up and running then. Hernandez. Spread neatly. Very nicely done. Great vision. Hernandez gets into a good position.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Cafu has been included in the starting lineup. Does he have a key role to play here, Jim?
Well, Peter,
Real chance!
well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Yildiz! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Yildiz clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Now this... Oh, shooting chance! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
That's not going far. Mbappe. Big chance! Goal! Arsenal! Arsenal take the lead. Simplicity itself.
Mbappe really can't believe his luck. He was allowed so much room when he should have been boxed in.
Number 11, Kylian Mbappe. Kylian Mbappe.
Paris Saint-Germain are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. Alex Hakimi. Has a look and plays it forward. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Shifted it to the flank. Szoboszlai. It's a really well-measured ball. No, that's too long.
Paris Saint-Germain really are one of these sides that pride themselves on their ability to maintain possession.
Yeah, and some would say that means they play the game the right way.
Yeah, but of course, it's decisive passes that's going to matter in the longer term. There's no good in holding on to the ball just for the sake of it.
Not the most accurate pass. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Gonzalo Ramos receives it in a good position here. Looking for the far post. And it's kept out by a stubborn defence. Cafu. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. 1-0 the score. Naulu. Now Beraldo. Sabani. Pacho. Hernandez. Now Barcola. Yamal. Szoboszlai. Cafu. For Szoboszlai. Yildiz. Laid out to the left flank. Oh, that's neat. And here's Mbappe. Chance for a shot! And there's a goal! It was an absolute certainty. He just had to. Well, was he ever going to miss that? Of course he wasn't.
Well, that's really well played, Peter. You have to appreciate the simplicity of it all. Killer pass, perfectly delivered.
Arsenal are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
There's a certain authoritativeness in everything they do now. If they want to kill off this game, now's the time to get it done.
Barcola has it out wide and in space. He's shifting through the gears here. Doué! Oh, that wasn't the worst effort in the world.
That is a really good chance missed, Peter. Certainly the way he's been playing.
Rodri. And it's Mendes. And it's Azar. For Szoboszlai. Destined for the flank. Hazard. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Decent chance! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? A wonderful effort, all by himself.
Hazard can really show some outlandish skills, which is always welcome and obviously refreshing.
There's the header! No, he didn't quite meet it right. No, that's been intercepted. Tries one from range! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he? Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
And now a sudden chance to counter. Hernandez. Barcola. That has been slung wide. Barcola wriggles his way through. He's picked his way through.
There will be 3 minutes added time.
Yamal. And there's green grass ahead of him. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Sabani. And it's Mayulu. Spread it left. And that was asking for too much. That's it, 45 minutes up. What do you think we're up to after 45 minutes?
Well, I think things have worked out pretty well so far, Peter. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. So I think the manager has to resist change at this stage.
Arsenal firmly in control at the break, 2-0 the scoreline.
Everyone, please welcome our players.
So right back into the action. Mendes gets a foot in here. Rodri. Cafu. And Yamal. Rodri. Aims beyond the defence. Oh, that's a key interception. Zabani calmly anticipates. Vitinha. Yamal. Yamal making good progress on the right-hand side. He has found the way through. That's tidy. That is lovely. Szoboszlai touches it back. And there's the shot! It's hit the upright. He's got away with one there.
He's a lucky boy there. You lose the ball like that, and usually you're going to get punished.
Beraldo. Hernandez. Now Barcola. Vitinha. Arsenal with this 2-goal lead. They're certainly looking much the more assured side. He's in plenty of space here. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. That has not gone well. And he was alert to it. Cleared without hesitation. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
Paris Saint-Germain clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
And it's Szoboszlai. And that's gone behind for a goal kick. So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while.
Well, he's someone renowned for his pace and those darting little runs, but also for being a very good ball carrier as well. They want to add more dynamism to that front line.
It's not an especially good pass, that. Sabani. Yildiz.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
Zabani simply refused to be outdone there. Vitinha. He's looking wide. Szoboszlai. And here's Yildiz. Doué. And it's Vitinha. Well, that's beautifully weighted. Doué.
Been there, done that, unfortunately. You immediately want to have another go. Believe me on that.
And that is expertly dealt with. Rodri. Mayulu. Szoboszlai powering forward here. Yildiz. Now it's Hazard. Lovely bit of skill. Yildiz takes a shot off the post. Well, that's a fair try, but just off target.
And not just close, agonisingly close.
Now it's Mbappe. Mbappe. Tacho did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Szoboszlai. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Szoboszlai. And here's Hazard. Oh, that's fabulous. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. Now it's Kvaratskhelia. And it's Vitinha. Can he get on the end of this? Leading by 2 and the finishing line in sight.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
Now it's Yamal. He's on it, can he get away? Oh, super ball! Shapes to shoot! And it's there! With fun and fury, they continue to do their thing. A momentary lapse mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Oh, that was beautifully done. They were ready to pounce, and they were clinical when the opportunity presented itself.
3-0, and things are starting to look awfully cosy. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Threads one in. There's the shot! And it's in! They will take that. They are absolutely ripping it up.
Yeah, to see it unfold as succinctly as that, it looks telepathic.
2 goals on the day, and he may not yet be done. Things looking so easy, almost too easy here. Time added on will be 2 minutes. Saliba. And there goes the final whistle. Well, that was a shimmering, sizzling, scintillating game. The key characters glittered throughout and did what they did when required so to do. There could be only one outcome. Mbappe picking up the Man of the Match award, and no surprise there. Your reflections then, Jim?
Well, the look on the manager's face says it all. He knows he set his attack up perfectly, and the players carried out his instructions to the letter, it would seem. Everything working very nicely.
Kindly make his way to the information centre.
So just time for me to say thanks to Jim for his wisdom.
Thanks for watching. See you next stream. Don't forget to like and subscribe. See you next time.